What I do is I first draw sketches of various objects that I plan on using into a snowflake. Egg beater, shears, ice tongs, ice cream scoops, for example. And then I draw hexagons and figure out how they're going to overlap each other. They have to overlap, otherwise the 6 individual items will just fall apart when I cut them. So I plan out how they're going to overlap, usually in a sketchbook like this one, and then I will take the sketchbook, move it aside, and then I will cut out on the black paper hexagons like this, draw the grid, and then I'll draw the object. Let's say it's a thimble, like this, and then have them touch and draw them all the way over. Now this one isn't very interesting, I can see, so I'll probably turn this over and try something else with a more overlap or more interesting shape. And they overlap, in a particular way, and they make a nice pattern. Here's something that looks like it could have been a fishing pole. Oh no, this is looks like a wishbone. So this would have been a wishbone here. And then here's the other top of the wishbone. The one arm comes out to the corners, and the other one goes in toward the middle. So eventually I get to the inking process. Here you see a microscope, and I've only partially inked it in. The ink you have to shake up in this bottle, and you get out your pen and ink, dip pen, and then you start drawing the microscope. Each time I draw it with a slightly different light source, so the light comes from the left on one and maybe right on the next one, so that there's variety between one image and the next. And then I usually have to shake the bottle of ink because it's very thick ink, and then change the pen nibs quite often too, because they get used up very quickly too. So let me just show you some that are finished here, ready to be cut. Here's a quilt and needle and thread. Here's another quilt and needle and thread. This has already been cut out, you see. Here's another one that has not yet been cut out. Here's tragedy and comedy masks. The same masks, but from a different angle. So again, no two are alike. Here's a little fishing fly. A hammer with the heads out for the edge. A hammer with the heads toward the center. So these are how they're drawn, and then I cut them out. So I'll show you that in a second.